Every person I got them into with this bronzer loves it. They swear by it. Oh, it's been a long day. But anyways, I wanted to film this video because it's a very exciting one, at least for me. I'm gonna do a full face of top rated Japanese makeup. So all the products that I picked out for today, these have been like very highly rated in Japan for many years. My goal in this video is basically, I was actually on Amazon the other day, and then I was going to buy a full face of Japanese makeup that you can buy on Amazon. But the thing that I noticed was there was a bunch of Korean makeup, but there was really not many Japanese ones. And then every time I would search for Japanese ones, most of them were actually Korean. No. So today, I want to show you guys how Japanese makeup gets this recognition too, so hold your seat. The first product that really came into my mind when I think of a primer that's been recognized in Japan for many years for being an excellent product is this one. This one is by the brand Sofina. The primer itself is called the Prima Vista. It has a very fancy name to it. And I mean, if you're Japanese, like everybody knows this stuff because it's great for its lasting power, and it's basically like if you have oily skin, you have to have this primer. So I thought that this was really neat when I first tried this for myself. On the back, it has this little circle, and it basically tells you this is how much product you need. And I like other Asian products too. It has an SPF. This one has SPF 20. She's a little runny, so I would make sure that it doesn't like fall off your hands when you apply this. And then I'm just gonna focus this right here in the T-zone because that's where I have the biggest pores and I also get oily. So I'm just gonna put it here. And the consistency just feels like a lotion. So this primer is really great for hiding pores and then controlling your oil. When I used to have like a day job, which was at MAC, and when I was a permanent artist, my shifts would be like sometimes like 8 hours. That was the longest shift you can get at MAC. And by the end of it, I would be really shiny because my skin is a little bit different right now from what it used to be. And I would get really shiny, but ever since I've been using this primer, I didn't get shiny. Like initially you can't really see a difference in my skin, but once you put a foundation on, you can start to see the difference. Oh, by the way, look at this mirror, okay? This was a collaboration with Interate and Disney. Interate is another brand that's owned by Shiseido in Japan. I think that's cute, and I think a lot of Asian brands, they always get the cutest collaborations, and brands here in America are kind of stuck with the originals. Okay, I'm gonna let this sink in while I talk about the foundation, and honestly it doesn't feel like I have anything on. It soaks in really fast. For foundation, I'm gonna use this one by clipper.info, and a lot of you guys don't actually know that this is a Japanese brand. It's owned by, I think it's also owned by Shiseido again. Shiseido is like the Estee Lauder of America. This one has been a favorite of mine for a long time. A friend recommended to me many years ago, maybe even 3-4 years ago, and then ever since then I've been using it all the time. So this one is the Radiant Cream Foundation. Not the cheapest thing ever, but you'll see why it's so expensive. This foundation gives you a really smooth look, so it's like that second skin finish, and it definitely has a glow. It's definitely not a powder finish or more a satin finish. I definitely prefer this foundation during like the season that we are in right now, like the winter time, because I do get pretty shiny like in summer. So right now, while my skin's a little bit dry, that's when I prefer this foundation. Here's half of my face with it. It just makes you look like you were born with it. And this side is like, oh, there's reality. One of the most interesting findings I found on American Amazon when I was looking for Japanese makeup was actually this one. This one is called the Spots Cover by Shiseido. I was not expecting this to be on Amazon, especially the American one. And I noticed that it's another Shiseido product. Gosh, I didn't expect that to happen. But yeah, I've used this a couple times. This was recommended to me by my fans a long time ago, and then everybody was raving about this. Everybody was like, you need to try this, you need to try this. And yeah, I went ham with this. You can think of this almost as if like it's like a Kevin Aucoin's Sensual Skin Enhancer. Guys, remember that? That was also another like a huge YouTube hit. Like in America, it would be Kevin Aucoin, in Asia, it would be the Shiseido. So you only need a little bit, and I'm just gonna go to those little like dark acne spots. These aren't like active acne anymore, there's just scars. It's a really good concealer though. I also have seen people use it as a foundation. It has intense coverage because it's an emollient product, so it's very creamy, so it kind of glides on, and I've seen people talk about how it covers burns as well, which that's pretty awesome, because I remember when I was working at MAC, my most memorable customer was somebody who had a huge burn on her legs, and I used like a cream concealer that we have at MAC. It's called the Studio... Oh my gosh, I can't remember, but there's like a cream concealer, and I used that and it covered it up, and then she was super happy. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite memories working at MAC. So anyways, if you want intense coverage that will cover blemishes, dark spots, under eyes, burns, this is a really good one. And for powder, I'm gonna go into this one. This is also by Shiseido. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, so I've had this for a while, but I've never shown this in like the lighting that I have now. I didn't notice that this packaging was this pretty. Oh, it's blue. I've always thought that it was just like a solid like dark navy blue, but I didn't know that it had like all these engravings. Oh wow, okay. Okay, like I said, so this is by Clipper as well. This is a powder foundation, but I want a little bit more coverage just because the foundation, the liquid foundation, doesn't have like the best coverage, because it's supposed to give like, again, like that second skin finish. So I want to set my foundation using this and then helping with the coverage a little bit more. But my skin looks good, yeah. It's very smooth. I can't really see my pores. Yeah, my skin's looking good. And especially after that powder, it looks like very evened. And I already primed my eyes with my usual Anastasia's primer. And I also pulled you guys in a little bit closer so you guys can see what I'm doing. For eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this one. This is a very interesting brand. This is called Your Glam. Again, another follower of mine has sent this to me, and this is from a dollar store. And it was just quite interesting because there's a couple of videos, you know, by Western YouTubers where they go to a dollar store and they try out makeup, but usually they're like really janky and, you know, not good. But this apparently is very, very popular in Japan right now. Like, sure, the packaging is really flimsy and it almost kind of reminds me of like just any other drugstore makeup. Again, it's been a while since I've used this palette, so I don't really remember much about this. I try so much product, it's like I don't remember anything. Okay, I'm gonna go into this color. It has a little bit of shimmer, so not a little, actually has a lot of shimmer. Okay, initial thought, it's very creamy. It looks it's soft. I can kind of tell it from this palette by looking at that it's a soft palette. It's not pressed as hard. Makeup products in Japan they're not very pressed very hard, so they come off as like a very soft wash. But that's a lot of pigment for Japanese makeup, right? Because I'm not really digging back in. This is just one swipe. And I'm gonna blend this out using, there's not many that much matte colors. I'm gonna use this color right here. A lot comes off, and then look at that. That's a lot of fallout. That blended out really nice. I wasn't expecting that much out of this. Few colors I guess I can use on my lids, but I guess like this lighter one, I would save this for my inner corner maybe. And ooh, that's soft. Ooh, yeah, this just as I thought. It looks a little ashy. It's like you can barely see on my hands. Yeah, it's like a frosty highlight. It's typically not really my favorite, and this one's just like not coming off at all. That one's a lackluster. Let's try this one. This one might be the one that I'll use. Yeah, that one's a lot better. I don't know if I'm living for that color. I don't know. None of these colors. Okay, out of these colors, there's really not a lid color that I would typically use because that one's too dark for what I'm going for. This is a little too red, And these two colors are just kind of lackluster. So, and typically for these shadows, I like using my middle finger. I just like to finesse these products into my lid. Okay, come on. Don't be shy. Okay, that's the second layer. It's doing a little better. Okay, this is the third layer, and then honestly, I just feel like it's just making it look more blotchy. I'm not mad at it for the price. It's just $1. If this was like in America's dollar store, I feel like all the Western YouTubers would be really shocked. I can see how this is like a reasonable eyeshadow though, because I'm just saying all these opinions based off of my style. This is not a typical style that you would see Japanese people wearing. Okay, this is a lot of makeup. Oh, the highlighter is pretty good. Maybe I spoke too soon about the highlighters. Oh, see? It looks pretty good on the skin, huh? Okay, it looked really chalky on my hands. It still looks really chalky, but on the eyes, that looks pretty good. Ooh. A really popular trend in Japan is accentuating these eye bags. It's a trend that I guess it's because like I'm born and raised in America, so I don't really understand the trend itself, but it's supposed to make your eyes look puffy, which in American standard we do the opposite. Like we want to look less puffy, right? But in Japan it's like a sign of like cuteness. I always said that you would be able to get a really nice base out of this and highlighter. You would just need a separate like lid color to put on, but everything else pretty good. Before I put on my lashes, I'm gonna put on this Heroin Make eyeliner. I don't know why I stumbled just now, but it's like a brown eyeliner, and it's honestly, if you're looking for a good eyeliner and mascara, Japan has the best ones. And it draws on the moment it touches your skin, and so it makes it look super precise. This is a routine that I do every single day without fail, because I can't do makeup without this step. Life would not be the same anymore. So I'm curling my lashes. This one is by Shiseido. Shiseido's all over us today. And the moment that I'm done, I'm not gonna wait a second. I'm gonna take this quick lash curler I can make, and I'm gonna coat it right away. Okay, you're not gonna see this mascara because it's super thin. Sorry, I didn't have time to show it to you guys, but this is what it looks like, and the brush is super thin, and barely any product comes out. Wow, I am failing as a YouTuber right now. Come on, get it together, honey. I mean, you guys get the idea. But you'll be able to see that my lashes right here, they're thick and they grow straight down. This one, you see how it's like curled? That's the difference, honey. This is something that everybody needs. At first I thought this is called DUP, but somebody taught me that it's called D-Up. It's a lash glue. It's nothing like Duo Lash. Duo Lash just gives me back memories of like when I would do like makeovers at Mac. And I would just stand there waving lashes like this for the glue to dry forever and ever, and then I would just have this awkward conversation with my client. But with this lash glue, you literally wait 0 seconds. The glue itself is so sticky from the moment that you put it on that you don't need to wait at all. And it sticks on so good, and it doesn't come off all day either. Like, you need to have this. This is definitely the bronzer that everybody needs in their life. This is Can Make Shading Powder. I've got a couple of my American friends to start using this, and this is literally the only bronzer that they use, and I don't blame them for it. I said this so many times, honestly, like people who know my Japanese followers, they're all like, oh, here he goes again. But I started loving Japanese makeup because of this product, like this one specifically. Like, it just blends so easily. Like, nobody can mess up with this. And the color is just right. See that? See how that like naturally contours my skin? That took like 5 seconds, literally 5 seconds. Every person I got them into with this bronzer loves it. They swear by it. Honestly, like, I'm just gonna say, like, if you've never tried this before, you're missing out. This bronzer's the shit. Next product is also by CanMake, but I had to put this in this video. I tried my best not to do a full face of CanMake again on my channel. I can do that anytime today. CanMake is my favorite makeup brand, hands down, in any brand out of the whole entire world. They have such good products all the time. Anyways, their cream blush is one of the most iconic products in Japan. I'm just gonna go with it with my fingers. This is not a scary product at all. You just put it on your skin. It has more like a powder finish. It actually adjusts to your makeup. So if you have like a more wet base, if you use like a cushion foundation that has like a dewy finish, and then this gives you a dewy finish look too. But because I finished my base with powder and have a more matte finish, this also gives a matte finish. Isn't that stunning? Stunning. That is so pretty. I'm gonna take this darker color. All you need to do is just dab. More than dabbing, I'm more like slapping my face right now. I love it. It looks so good. That's such a pretty color, and I think it matches my eyeshadows very well. Finally, the lips. I'm actually excited for this one myself because I've never used this before, and it's a lip liner by the brand Kiss Me, and it's called the Kiss Me Film Lip Liner. I have to say this, the lip category in Japan is very weak. Japan needs to step up their game in the lip category. I'm not talking about like the prestige brands like Dior, Estee Lauder and stuff. That's the same thing as here in the States, right? I'm talking more about the drugstore brands because I feel like that's where it shows like the more like cultural diversity and the cultural uniqueness, I think. And so in Japanese drugstore, the lips category, it's just not strong enough. So they have very limited lip liners, and this is one of them. Okay, that's way redder than what I would go, but as a lip liner, I think it's pretty nice. Okay, I'm not gonna go all the way because this is not the color that I was planning on going. Not living for the color, but the lip liner, I think it's pretty good. And for lips, again, this one is by CanMake, Multi Luminous Rouge, and this is in the color number 4. It has like again, like tea vibes to it. Again, this is like a tinted balmish, which I guess it's cute, but it's like not my favorite. Do you know what I mean? It's just like a very typical lipstick that you would be able to find like 10 years ago, 15 years ago. Like an average satin lipstick that you would find from like Estee Lauder or something. And it's a good quality and the colors are really nice. But I just want more arrangements. I want more lipstick. I want more liquid lipsticks. I want something like a glossy finish one. I want a matte finish. I want more arrays of color. I want something that's very nude because I'm a very nude lipstick kind of person. And nude is extremely hard to find in Japan. So I want more nudes and less reds and pinks, but I get it. Those are like the trending colors in Asian culture. So they have a lot of those, but not too many. So yeah, so the lipstick itself is really nice, and it feels really nice. It feels moisturizing. It's not sticky at all. It actually feels like I have nothing on my lips right now. Okay, I think this is my finished look. I've been putting a lot of crystals on my finished makeup look, but I don't think I'm gonna do it today because I feel like the eyeshadow is actually doing pretty good. It looks great. I have my monitor down here and it looks great on my computer right now, so I'm just gonna leave it as this, and I think I'm actually feeling it. So this was the full face of top seller Japanese makeup, and I hope you guys found something that you've never seen before, or maybe a makeup brand that was introduced to you for the first time. I always have a lot of fun showing you guys Japanese makeup products to my global audiences because I feel like it's like, honestly, like Japanese makeup is so underrepresented. A lot of people have to know more about this, and which is why I'm making these videos, and I'm gonna make more just so more people can appreciate it, right? It's like there's a treasure, but people don't know about it, and so nobody buys them kind of thing, you know? And then the more people they know, the more accessible these makeup is going to be. I live in America and I love Japanese makeup, and so I wanted to be where I can buy it anytime I wanted to. So I need you guys to help me out, help a sister out. Thanks for watching today, and if you enjoyed my video, I hope you subscribe so you'll see my future videos and follow my Instagram, and I will see you on my next video. Bye!